What is going on, guys? Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the channel. Guys, I want to thank you for checking out the first two mock episodes of the upcoming story, Evolution of a Killer. These episodes, guys, are just mock stories that I'm creating here to give you some content while I work on other content that I'm bringing to the podcast and to the channel. I know it's been a minute since I've done anything. That's the reason why I'm creating these short stories and bringing them to you every week here on the podcast and on the channel. That way it gives you some content to check out in the meantime, because I appreciate you guys as you continue to support the podcast and support the channel. It was 8 months or so I didn't put anything, and then as soon as I put something on, I seen you guys start checking it out. So I really appreciate you guys still sticking with me, even though it's been a minute since I put things out. But I'm gonna be consistent again putting things out. So just check out these mock stories that I'm putting out here. Now, these stories are not going to be the stories that's going to be inside the story. These are just like scenes that I'm just creating to give you an idea of what each chapter is going to be like when this story comes out. So I hope you enjoy these mock stories that I'm giving to you guys. This episode I'm giving to you today is called The Torso. So that's the episode you're getting today, and then we'll go along with each chapter and what each chapter would be about and each person's story to that chapter. But I'm just going to use their murder scenes to give to you now. So hopefully you're enjoying it as you continue to check out the content. Again, I thank you guys. This episode is called The Torso. I hope you enjoy it. I will speak to you guys in the next episode, and I'll catch you later. Peace out. Detective Cross and Detective MacCaMay arrive at the deserted railroad station, its emptiness only adding to the eerie atmosphere. The sound of distant trains and the flickering lights create an unsettling ambience. They spot a man standing near the railroad tracks, his face pale and his eyes locked on something in the distance. They approach cautiously. "Keep your guard up, MacCaMay. We need to find out what happened here." "Got it, Cross. This is giving me the creeps." They approach the man, who is visibly shaken, pointing to a horrifying sight. The lifeless body of a man lies on the tracks, severed of both arms, both legs, and its head. The word tribe is written in blood across the victim's exposed chest. "Sir, I'm Detective Cross, and this is Detective MacCaMay. We need to ask you a few questions about what happened here." "I was just waiting for my train when I saw it. That poor soul mutilated like that. And that word, tribe, written on him. I can't believe what I've witnessed." "Why were you at the railroad station, sir? Any particular reason?" "I often come here to relax, to watch the trains pass by. It's my way of escaping the noise of the city. I never expected to stumble upon something like this." "Understood, sir. Do you notice, or did you notice anyone suspicious or hear anything unusual before you found the body?" "No, it was eerily quiet. I didn't see or hear a soul until I stumbled upon the victim. The silence was deafening." "What can you tell us about the word tribe written on the victim's chest? Does it hold any significance that you're aware of?" "I have no idea. The victim, he wasn't involved in any tribal affairs or anything like that. It's puzzling, to say the least. I can't fathom why someone would do this." "Thank you for your cooperation, sir. We'll need to speak with you. So just stay here until we gather more information. Is that all right with you? Yes, of course. I just want this nightmare to be over. Well, we'll do everything we can to find some answers. Just stay strong. Cross and MacCaMay share a determined look, knowing the investigation will be changing. MacCaMay, let's secure the area and call for backup. We need all the resources we can get. This is far from an ordinary case. Agreed, Cross. It's going to be a long night, but we won't rest until we recover the truth. As they begin their meticulous examination of the scene, the distant sound of trains approaching adds to an eerie backdrop to the unfolding mystery. The station's desolate aura intensifies the gravity of the gruesome crime they are tasked to solve. Cross and MacCaMay meticulously comb through the crime scene, taking photographs, collecting evidence, and dusting for fingerprints. The eerie silence is broken only by the occasional sound of their footsteps and the distant rumbling of passing trains. Cross, this is unlike anything I've ever seen. It's like a scene straight out of a horror movie. I know, MacCaMay, the brutality and precision of the dismemberment, the cryptic message on the victim's chest, it's all very disturbing. We're dealing with a cold-blooded killer here. Do you think this tribe message holds any significance? Cross, it's not like any gang or cult I've heard of. It's hard to say at this point, MacCaMay. We'll need to dig deeper into this victim's background, his connections, anything that might shed light on why he was targeted. Maybe it's a personal vendetta, or perhaps it's a calling card of some sorts. The station is so empty, Cross. It's like a ghost town. Do you think the killer chose this location for a reason? It's possible the isolation and the dust solution of this place making an ideal setting for a crime to go unnoticed. But it also seems there are fewer witnesses and potential leads. We'll also have to rely on forensics and any surveillance footage we can find. Just then, they noticed a security camera mounted on a wall nearby. MacCaMay, check if that camera is functional. We might have lucked out with some footage. MacCaMay approaches the camera, examining it closely. It's working, Cross. We might have caught something on tape. Good. Let's hope it gives us some answers. They both gather around as MacCaMay starts reviewing the footage. The grainy black and white images flicker across the screen, showing the platform, the tracks, and the surrounding area. The tension in the room grows with each passing second. Stop, wait, what? What's that? They rewind the footage and freeze it on a figure lurking in the shadows near the victim, partially obscured by the darkness. Enhance that. MacCaMay zooms in, enhancing the image, revealing a tall figure wearing a hooded cloak. The face is obscured, but the eyes glint with an unsettling intensity. Whoever they are, they seem to have planned this meticulously. We need to find out who they are and why they did this. Yeah, the clock is ticking, Cross. We can't let them strike again. With a renewed sense of urgency, Cross and MacCaMay gather their findings, determined to bring justice to the victim and catch the sadistic killer responsible. The mystery deepens and the night grows darker as they set out on their perilous quest for the truth.